Have you ever loved someone who walked away from you and then one day suddenly came back? It feels like a dream and a nightmare at the same time. You start wondering, why now? What changed? Where was this love when I needed it the most? Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the psychology behind this confusing moment. When someone who once left you returns, as if they never did. Sometimes the universe brings people back, and sometimes it's just human behavior. You see, when a person leaves, they expect you to fall apart. But if you rise instead, if you rebuild your life, if you start becoming someone stronger, something inside them shifts. They look at you again, and suddenly you're not the same person they abandoned. Maybe you finally found confidence. Maybe your success started showing. Maybe you finally smiled again without them. And that smile stings. People notice when the person they underestimated begins to glow. That glow pulls them back. It's funny how distance makes others appreciate what they once took for granted. When you stop chasing, when you stop texting, when you disappear from their world, your absence forces them to face a truth they ignored. You were worth more than they believed. Sometimes they return because life didn't go as they expected. They thought the grass would be greener, that someone else would love them better, that walking away from you meant walking towards something greater. But when expectations break, regret begins. Late at night, when silence gets louder, their mind returns to the moments they once had with you. The comfort, the laughter, the feeling of being cared for. Suddenly, the love they rejected becomes the love they want again. People always realize the value of things right after they lose them. They scroll through old pictures. They read your name again. Their heart whispers, "What if I made a mistake?" And so, they come back. But here's the important part. Not everyone returns with love. Some return because of loneliness. Some return because of jealousy. Some return just to prove they still can. When they see you healing, when they see you moving forward, when they see someone new beside you, it threatens their ego. Suddenly, the attention they ignored is the attention they crave. Not because they love you, but because they hate the idea of losing the spotlight. Sometimes a person comes back just to ensure they still have a place in your heart, even if they don't deserve it. And there are also times when the return is genuine. They needed time to grow. They needed space to understand themselves. They couldn't give love because they didn't know how to love themselves yet. Growth is real. Healing is real. Transformation is real. Some journeys must be taken alone. When they come back with honesty, with maturity, with effort, you can feel the difference. The voice sounds certain. The intention feels real. Their presence becomes consistent, not temporary. But how do you know the truth? Simple. Watch what they do, not what they say. Words are easy. Actions reveal everything. If they truly care, they won't rush you. They won't pressure you. They won't disappear again. They will make space for your feelings because they know they hurt you once before. Sometimes, someone returns to rewrite the ending. Other times, they return just to repeat the same pain. So here's the part you must never ignore. You do not have to accept everyone who comes back. Not every person who reappears deserves a second chance. Some doors need to stay closed for your heart to stay safe. Before you let anyone back in, ask yourself, do they love you? Or do they love the attention? Do they miss you? Or do they miss the control? Do they want your heart? Or just your presence? Your peace is priceless. Your time is valuable. Your heart is not a revolving door. If someone chooses to leave, let them. If someone chooses to return, pause, feel, observe, decide with wisdom, not loneliness. Because one truth will always remain. The person meant for you will choose you every single day. Not only when they feel like it, not only when they are bored, not only when life gets lonely. You deserve someone who stays. Someone who doesn't need to lose you to realize your worth. So, if someone from the past suddenly comes knocking, you don't have to open the door with open arms. You can open it with open eyes. Your heart is a treasure. Only offer it to someone who knows how to protect it. Thank you for watching. If this message touched your heart, leave a like and share your story in the comments. And remember, the right person won't return because they never leave.